Hello, welcome back to Yuze Story. This is where I share the everyday struggles I face in Confluence and Jira and how I survive them. Today's episode is about two tools that should work together but somehow never do. It's SharePoint and Jira. In our team, we have stored all the documents for event planning and campaigns in SharePoint, but for the project management, we rely on Jira to track the planning and the executions. Two totally separate systems and one project that intersects both. And because of that, we used to do the classic workaround. For example, this is the Jira issue. I would just paste the link here. To paste SharePoint links in Jira, paste Jira links in SharePoint, which is not very convenient, especially when you open a link and you realize, wait, is it the right file or the version from 3 events ago? You need to open it to find out. Now, instead of inserting the link, I can actually display SharePoint attachment directly inside Jira. I can simply connect the files. So this section is where SharePoint Connector for Jira is. For example, I simply click the connect and then I can link different formats of documents. Choose 5 here. And then it's instantly connected. If you have multiple documents, that's also no problem. You can also just scroll to the right side. You can also switch to the list view. For me, I like the card view better because I can see like the preview of the document and I can check if it's the correct file. I can also just enlarge this document to see the exact content here. And if I want to edit, I can also just choose to edit in the browser. If I need related files, I can also open this parent folder directly from Jira and browse everything else for this project. When you have multiple files in the folder, you can simply switch to different documents. And you can also very quickly disconnect the file by clicking here. If you have done it by accident, you can then just click the reconnect option, then it's instantly back. And if you don't know where the document lands in the SharePoint and maybe you only have the URL, you can simply paste the document URL here. If you have the whole folders of files, instead of linking the files manually, you can also connect the entire SharePoint folder to the Jira project. For example, as an admin, I already configured what kind of project folders that I can connect to SharePoint, and this is the one that I already selected, the event assets, and I can simply connect the whole folder to it. And you can also pre-configure these folders. If you're an admin, you can connect here. This is the event assets that are already selected. And if I also add this event, I can choose if I want to auto-connect this folder to the new work items. For example, this one, I already enabled them to be displayed in the Epic task, and this one subtask. This means every new Jira issue automatically connects to that folder. I don't have to set anything up again, the structure just works this way. Now if I go back to this Jira issue and I want to connect the folder, then you can see there are already 2 options that I just configured. So for quarterly reports, event planning, or anything that repeats the task, this will be a big relief so that you don't do much manual work. This was part of the magic. Now I'm going to show you the reverse magic. Embed Jira issues inside SharePoint pages. So now you can see I'm in the SharePoint already, and I already opened a page. There I can here, and in the web parts, if I unfold, I can find these Jira issues and filters. This is also from SharePoint Connector for Jira. I click this one, and then it's waiting for me to configure now. I click edit, and then I can select which Jira site that I want to display all the Jira issues from, and then I can also filter the content. For example, what I need right now is the summer sale campaign. Yes. And now you can see all the Jira issues that relates to this project. I can apply this filter here and then republish it. See? Yeah. Now you can see that the Jira issues are already embedded. If any new Jira issues are added, then it will also be displayed here. And then you can also open the work items in Jira from here. So now I don't spend time hopping between tabs and guessing what's the 5 versions, because these are all the most up-to-date either Jira issues or SharePoint. So this app keeps everything connected, tidy, and exactly where I need it. If your team is also living in SharePoint and Jira, this kind of double life, then this might be the app that finally brings these two together. I hope this helps, and see you in the next episode.